Hi, I'm Greg Wells. Welcome to The Ripple Effect, Episode 2, the series that's out to make us the healthiest nation on Earth. All right, let's perform a little thought experiment. Imagine if someone could create a drug that could dramatically lower the risk of cancer, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes. What if this same drug also helped us to control our weight and healed our muscles and made our joints and bones stronger? And, I'm not finished yet, imagine if that same drug could help prevent Alzheimer's disease, fight off depression, and just generally make you happier. So my question is, would you take it? Well, I'm betting that we all would. Well, guess what? That drug already exists. It's called sleep. Sleep plays an essential role in all of our lives. It regulates an extraordinary number of critical activities inside of our bodies and our brains. But the truly distressing thing is that just as we're understanding the power of sleep, we're also learning that there's a global sleeplessness epidemic. Almost 30% of our population has a diagnosed sleeping disorder. And this sleep deficit leads not only to ill health, but also it impairs our ability to function at the most basic level. So the question is, what's coming between us and getting a good night's sleep? We live in a culture where it's considered admirable to work excessive hours. We are used to burning the candle at both ends. I know I used to. Many of us think we're in jobs that demand it. It's how we show loyalty. It's how we're supposed to get ahead. But being too busy to get the sleep we need isn't a sign of productivity or company loyalty. It's the exact opposite. People often think of sleep as a time when the body and mind shut down. Nothing could be further from the truth. Sleep is a highly active metabolic process. It's where we restore our brain function, repair our cells, rebuild our energy levels. Sleep is an essential part of living. In this episode, we're going to narrow our focus to look at the surprising influence of sleep on weight gain and type 2 diabetes, both of which are huge health problems around the world. We often think of type 2 diabetes and obesity as solely diet issues. They aren't. One of the frightening things we've learned recently is that even short periods of sleeplessness can change the metabolism of your cells. When people are limited to just 4 hours of sleep a night for 4 nights in a row, their fat cells start acting like the cells of people with full-blown type 2 diabetes. And there's more. Lack of sleep disrupts the hormones that control your appetite and regulate how full you feel. So when we're tired, we crave and eat the unhealthy foods that lead to obesity. This in turn makes it hard to exercise. Lack of exercise leads to depression and anxiety, which in turn makes it difficult to get a good night's sleep. It's like the ripple effect in reverse. The statistics are daunting. Here's just one to drive the point home. Sleeping less than 6 hours per night gives you a 48% greater chance of developing or dying from heart disease. No one wants to be up against those odds. But the good news is, there are some simple changes that you can make to turn the odds back in your favor. In this episode, my call to action is easy and simple. Build a consistent sleep routine where you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. And to help you, here are a few easy tips to get you started. Set a bedtime alarm rather than just a morning alarm. Don't use screens or electronics 1 hour before you want to fall asleep. And keep your bedroom cool and dark. We'll learn the science behind these tips in our next few sleep episodes, as well as a lot more about the power of sleep. But for now, if you follow these tips, you'll be off to a great start. Stay tuned for episode 3 that sheds new light on how simple exercise activates your brain's untapped potential.